Hello everybody and welcome back to Survival Challenge. So we have a bit of a problem, and that is that I bought this very expensive potato collector in the previous episode, and just after I had finished recording the previous episode, a very low cost potato collector popped up on ModHub. So the dealership have been very kind and said they'll give me all my money back. We haven't even attached it to our tractor. Literally not used at all. Never moved from this position. That concrete tile. So, yes, we are hopefully not going to regret this, but the price is just, the difference is just ridiculous. And when I say ridiculous, I don't mean that in an offensive way or anything. They're both very different machines. One is old, one is new. Obviously the new equipment is going to be much more expensive because it's new, and obviously different technology, newer technology. But this one just seems fascinating from what I've seen on ModHub. So this is it. As you can see, £5,600 for that one, £88,500 for that one. This one doesn't have a hopper, so we actually have to attach the trailer to the machine. I don't know if our trailer is actually going to be too tall for it. If it is, then we can always use the Marston trailer. So hopefully one of them is going to work. Anyway, yeah, that only added £50, so that's not too bad. With stickers, without stickers. Yeah, we'll just go with the stickers. Main colour. Should we go with something a bit different? Blue. I suppose red does really stand out actually, so red would be nice. But maybe go with red old. That'd be good. And design colour. Just a few pieces here. Actually, I think the grey does look the best with that. So there we go, £5,650. Quite a difference to what we spent before. So that does mean that we still have £93,891, which is going to go towards the new tractor. This tractor is going to be replaced very, very soon, maybe today. Anyway, let me just swap over. It looks promising. It's sort of borderline, I would say, as to whether or not it's going to fit. This is just a fit check. Okay, and I'm guessing we have to unfold. There we go. Yep. Oh, look at the clearance. It's like it was made to measure. Yeah, that actually is clearing it. Let me just fly up. Just try and find the console command. There we go. Wow, it's like a centimetre clearance. But yeah, that's going to be fine. So we shall head off to the field. Just disable that. And yeah, we'll begin. As we do have the trailer here, we'll just take it like this. Actually, we probably could have attached the harvester to the back of the trailer, maybe? Possibly. Anyway, we're off for the road now. No more roads. So I will see you over there. Here we are. Oh look, weeds. Weeds have grown in our field. Well, that shouldn't impact anything with the existing crop, I hope. It's already been harvested technically, so yeah, it should be fine. Anyway, let's engage the PTO and let's see the potatoes go into the trailer. I hope it works. Okay, I think it's a bit too big. I think the trailer is a bit too big, so I'm now going to go and change it, and we'll try again. Since I'm passing the production, I will empty what we have here. And it was pointed out by a few people yesterday that we actually can still start the production today because we can do premium potatoes, which only requires potatoes and water. Mostly we're going to be doing French fries, but we have to first of all produce the vegetable fat from soybeans. So that's going to have to wait. But we're going to have so many potatoes that we can certainly do premium potatoes as well. Okay, right, let me get this taken back over to the farm. I have a funny feeling that we're going to need that trailer which I sold yesterday. That would be kind of typical. But this is not what I was expecting to do today. It is actually spooky. It's a miracle, really, that this low-cost potato collector has popped up. Okay, and we're back. So, yeah, the other trailer, the Marston trailer wouldn't fit. It was the wrong hitch. So I've had to go and buy the Welger trailer again, but of course this is a new version, it's a new one, so it is not going to have the wear which the old one had. And also, it wasn't that expensive. New, it was only £11,500. You might think it's expensive. I do feel that for a brand new trailer, straight out of the factory with custom tyres, that is quite a good deal. The issue is, I suppose this is a problem which has popped up because I'm using the smaller machine here. We wouldn't have had it with the big one. We have to keep emptying much more frequently because we only have a capacity of 10,000 litres, whereas the other one had a capacity of only about 6,800, but that was its own hopper. It wasn't a trailer, so we could have put a big trailer at the side of the field and then filled it up. And yes, it's not 10,000, it's 8,500. All I can say is it's a good job we're not going far, because this is already going to be a huge job. So yeah, make of it what you will. Would it have been better to spend almost £90,000 and yeah, basically do the job faster? Oh no, I've done. I need to in future tip it sideways. Lesson learnt. Big lesson learnt. But then again, you learn from your mistakes. So before I do that mistake again, I will set the unload side, if indeed it will let me. There we go. Grain door, left. I think it's going to be right actually. We'll be tipping on the right. So we can engage that PTO again, and we can continue. We're going to go back up here, get this headland removed first of all. It's going to be much better once we are just going across the field, because the headland was very messy. You can see going across I did do a fairly neat job. I'm not going to say I was really neat, because I'm not and I can't really congratulate myself. It's neatish. Okay, so again we are getting closer to full already. I suppose one other way of doing it would just be to keep dumping it in piles and then come along later with a big bucket and scoop it all up, but I think that would just make the job even bigger. So we're not going to do all this in one go, definitely not, because this, as you can see, is slow. But it doesn't need to be rushed. Yeah, we're going to leave off eventually, and then we can deliver some water to the production, and we can start the process of producing premium potatoes. I think a premium potato is just a washed potato, I think. But I don't want to insult any premium potato fans out there, so if I'm wrong, please do correct me. Anyway, let's just check this unload side. Should tip to the right. Hopefully it clears the conveyor belt. Should do. But that, actually, if you think about it, we have barely even scratched the surface in the field, and already 2 loads of 8,500 litres. That's crazy, because like, how much is 1,000 litres of... I know it's not 1,000 litres of potatoes to 1,000 litres of premium potatoes, but even so, it's worth checking this. 799. I think it's for every 4,000 litres of potatoes, you get 1,000 litres of premium ones, I think. I don't know for sure. How much are potatoes worth? Just potatoes on their own. Okay, so maybe it's not worth doing. Maybe it's worth just selling some potatoes as they are, and then doing the rest as French fries. But then again, my calculations there might have not been correct. Anyway, I'm going to do a quick time lapse here, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Well, maybe a minute actually. My time lapses do tend to be a minute. Well, I can see it now. This is the sort of job we're just going to do gradually. Maybe do a few loads every episode. Although whenever I say that, I always do just go ahead and finish the job. That's the thing, it always feels slow to begin with, but then you do soon get through it. Yeah, so I don't know what's happening with the steering wheel. The Logitech software updated, and yeah, it makes the steering wheel make a sort of grinding sound now. I have just stopped it from doing it, but before it was awful. It was so graty. It's only ever since the update a few days ago, so don't know if it's just me or if it's everybody. I found that basically switching off the feedback spring, is it the central feedback spring, something like that. Switching that off and then unplugging the wheel and plugging it in again, that seemed to work. But hopefully I don't have to do that every time. Right, so we'll just tip this. And yeah, we have really just started the field, and we do already have a substantial amount of potatoes in storage, 52,000 litres and increasing currently. So yeah, we certainly have more in the field than what the storage can hold, which is not a huge problem really, because we could sell the rest or put it in a pile. But we do need to get water, and yeah, as I said, I would like to get a different tractor. We have had this tractor now for quite some time, and well, I wanted to go for the Valtra originally, but we didn't have the money because it was a more expensive tractor. I forget how many horsepower this tractor is. Oh, 240. Okay, that's going to be difficult to beat then with the Valtra, because I think that was a medium tractor. It was indeed. And that only went up to 200. It is a shame, because I would love to have this. I think it's really nice. So yeah, that's why we went for the New Holland in the first place. It just seemed like the one to go for. So I'll have to keep considering different options. But yeah, that Valtra would have been my first choice, I think. Actually, there is the Valmet, isn't there? The one which you start with, and I haven't really used it that much actually since the start. I love that you can customise the colour. I think that sort of colour, or maybe a green colour, that would be super nice. Maybe something a bit lighter. Ooh. Yeah, that's that Deutz Farm. No, that is Valtra. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, that is something to consider. Again though, we are down to 190 horsepower. We want to be getting closer to 300, ideally. I was looking on ModHub this morning and I found a few things, but again, they were very expensive. They were very expensive. Okay, so I fill the trailer up again, and yeah, we really need to get a bigger tanker for water. I think we can sell the small one. We do have the yellow one, but that is strictly for herbicide. I've set a rule. It can do water. I just think it would not really seem very nice to use a tanker which we know that we use for chemicals and then use it for carrying water to a potato factory. It doesn't really make much sense. So we can get another one, and if you can customise the colour, which I think you might be able to, we can go for one which is blue or white, probably blue for water. And we've got the small one to sell, so it shouldn't really set us back too far at all. Anyway, that's not a bad start. We will let that tip whilst I just very quickly take a look at tankers. So, was it miscellaneous? It was indeed. So I think it's... well, it wasn't a methane one, but it was one like that. So there's the dolly version, or there is a fifth wheel version. That must fit to a pickup truck. We don't have a pickup truck with a fifth wheel. I suppose it probably does fit a lorry as well, but again, we don't have a lorry. So we're going to have to go for a dolly. And I reckon a nice blue... They're both really nice blues, actually. I could sit on here for ages just playing with colours. Yeah, we'll go with that. Maybe go for the Lemken. And as for attachers, maybe go for a trailer attacher, because then we can take it to the store or wherever. So we could go and fill it up with water and fill the other one up with herbicide at the same time. It's worth having that. Yeah, these would be nice, but they're not really cost effective for us. So there we go, we have our water tanker. So we're going to use the New Holland again. We'll come back to this later. But yeah, it's just so good that we have this extra money. We'll sell this one. It hasn't really had much use, so it should bring us quite a bit of money back in again. Repair £2. Yeah, 5,367. So that was an upgrade worth doing, I would say. It's also starting to go dark, so I think we'll start the production once we've delivered water, and then we can rest and continue in January. I will take it down to the lake, to our usual spot. It's nice and shallow. We can actually drive into the lake if we want to. I've done a bit of research, and yeah, we're definitely going to keep doing premium potatoes. Although the price doesn't seem super good in comparison to just standard potatoes, I've discovered there is a byproduct which is starch, and starch is worth a lot of money. We might not get much out of it, but if we do, if we get loads of starch, then yes, that's going to be a huge income, because starch is worth over £1,000 for 1,000 litres. So we're just going to see how we go. But we'll get this filled to the top, nice big load, and that probably still won't be enough because that factory is going to have a huge capacity. I'm just wondering if I can cross the river. Don't want to write off the tractor. Actually, we should build a bridge because we do own this land. I know that Alien Jim created a bridge. I might have the model, the object installed, but yes, it's. I know it was quite big. I am deviating here, but let's just take a look. Where would it come under? Yeah, I don't know if I have it installed or not. Like enable, I have it installed. But do I have it actually integrated into the save game? We might have to come back to it. I do have it. So yeah, I'd have to do some terrain editing. We'd need to sync it and raise it in various places. But yeah, we can build a bridge. Probably across there actually, at sort of angle. Should I place it? I'm starting to think that I should. Right, let me just start the production first of all. Would I be right in thinking that this just goes here? Indeed. Right, so now that we have some water in the production, we can start the premium potato production chain. That's a mouthful. Activate. 4 litres of potatoes to 1 litre of water, and then it looks like we get 1 litre of premium potatoes and 1 litre of starch. If that is the case, that's brilliant. And yes, it needs to be storing it. Yeah, there you go. 12 litres of potatoes, 12 litres of starch. This is amazing. As I said, starch is expensive, so this is going to go a long way. Anyway, I'll go and get some more water and yeah, deal with the bridge. And actually, we should put some dirt in this area. Concrete would be nice, but yeah, it's expensive. We'll try it out as it is, but I know it needs to have some work. Yeah, it's not too bad. That is, of course, if I stay on it. We don't even really need to cross the bridge to get water. It's just to get between the 2 yards. That's tanker load number 2. So when I was talking about hygiene, like using a herbicide tanker, I sort of overlooked the fact that we are using lake water here. I'm guessing the factory does have some kind of purification system. It cleans the water. I hope so. I really hope so. Anyway, that is enough for now. We will have to add more water later, but yeah, as you saw, it was 4 potatoes to 1 litre of water. So that should get us through the night, and in the morning, yeah, I want to do that landscaping. Ah, beautiful day. Right, so let's get this done. Let's go into construction, landscaping, painting, dirt. Probably use a circular tool. Oh, look at this, we've got starch and potatoes all spawning. I do feel that we're going to have to do quite a lot of moving work of pallets. That's the only disadvantage. I think we'll just have it all as dirt. Be careful not to destroy too much of the existing crop. And I will go to about here. Get rid of this corner. Okay. Good. So now we need a track. Just a track leading to the bridge. And again on the other side. Yeah, we do need to do some levelling work here. This is not looking too good at all. So if I just... I think maybe... Yeah, if I use the level tool, we can raise it up. I'm hoping I can sort that out. Yeah, it looks better. That needs to disappear a bit. Try and get rid of this. I do find it looks better as a time lapse, so I'll see you when I have done a bit of work here. Go away, tree. That tree's making me bounce. Let's go for a test drive. So if we get any kind of serious bounce, then we need to do a bit more levelling. Little bounce. That's smooth. That's very nice. So I think that's great. Being able to get from this yard to that yard, and because the bridge is at an angle, it just makes it look a bit more interesting than putting it straight across. Because we do have the bridge over there, but it's not ours. So it's actually really awkward. We have to go up the bank just here, and we have to drive over somebody else's land. This is somebody else's, and then we have to join up with the original track. So we can't even put a track across here because it's not ours. And then we go over here, which also actually is not very wide. I have had that problem already. Whereas this links the potato factory directly with the lower yard. So if you like this, please do thumbs up the video. Let me know in the comments. I think that's the best way of getting some feedback. There is a bit of a bounce there, I have to admit. I did smooth it. It's not too bad actually, that's fine. Yeah, so let's get some more water. One more water from this side. And yeah, we need the flatbed trailer over here so that we can start loading up the products. But I think actually, looking at this, the starch is what's going to make us the money, not the potatoes at all. Not the premium potato, just the starch, the byproduct. It was equal before, but the premium potatoes have taken a lead. I really can't get my head around how that works exactly, but even so, yes, that is a serious amount. That's good. That's really good. I think in the not too distant future we're going to be making some substantial money. And then we've got the French fries. Right then, so I'm going to use the Massey Ferguson tractor to bring across the trailer. It still has the row crop tyres on. Just give the cows some food. We will have to give them some more food in the next episode. Okay, yeah, that's just giving them a bit of a top up. And this is our new little yard extension over here too. I'm just going to keep doing these little extensions, I think it's nice. Instead of just building a huge brand new yard, expand what we've got. Right, as for loading them up, I'm going to do it by hand. There are so many. There's no rule against it in Survivor Challenge. The price for straw is now super good as well, so they'll be sold next time. As for the trailer that we use, I can either reconfigure the other one as a flatbed, or we could free up this trailer, or we could get another trailer. Just depends if I'm going to sell these almost immediately. I think the prices are actually quite good currently, so I'll probably just sell everything. What I'll do is I'll put the potatoes at one end and the starch at the other end. I was going to say the reason for putting them at different ends is because they might go to a different sell point, but no, it is a sell point that needs to be placed on the map. It is only £1. I didn't do that. That's how it should be, because you wouldn't own the business that you're selling to. So it makes perfect sense, but it doesn't want to be here. If we can put it somewhere further up on somebody else's land, probably close to the store. Just trying to... I want to look down. There we go. Yeah, we'll put it somewhere over there. That'd be the best place for it. But yeah, that's where we can sell everything. So I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be good. Anyway, that is everything clear. So I think we can leave it now for the next episode. We're going to pick up some more potatoes, and we might be able to even harvest the soybeans and start producing the vegetable fat so that we can make some French fries. I look forward to that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.